If you're there, please protect him and watch over him.
God gave you to me and Mom as a gift, and you will always be our son.
I've always wondered if my biological parents think about me.
I don't think he'd want to talk to me.
There's only one way to find out.
Is that your birth mom?
She wants to meet.
A true story about adoption, discovery, and forgiveness. This pro-life movie is about to hit theaters. Now, you may remember Kirk Cameron from the 1980s sitcom Growing Pains. Well, now the actor is well known for his faith and family-focused films like this new one he's starring in. Lifemark will hit the big screen in a couple of weeks. Kirk Cameron, who is also the movie's executive producer, joins us now to tell us all about it. Hi, Kirk.
Christine, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for having me on your program.
It's great to have you here. Now, this movie has pretty good timing. It was just 2 months ago when the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. Tell us a little bit about that and why it's important that stories like this one are told.
The timing of Lifemark is unbelievable. I mean, who would have thought in our lifetime that Roe versus Wade would be gone, and right on the heels of that Supreme Court decision, a movie would come into the theaters that celebrates life and the beauty of adoption. And this wasn't our doing. I think heaven timed this because we actually made Lifemark 2.5 years ago. We've been working on it, but the release was delayed because of COVID. Actually, I think the delay is right on time because this is the moment where we as the family of faith can make a massive impact for life. This movie is able to shape the hearts and minds on the topic.
Absolutely. And now you play the father who adopted the baby in this film. And I know you can relate because in real life, you and your wife adopted 4 children before having 2 biological children. So tell us why you decided to adopt and why it's such a blessing.
So my wife, Chelsea, who played my girlfriend on Growing Pains, she and I have been married now for 31 years, and we have 6 children, and we adopted our first 4 kids. So when I think about the most important people in my life, as an adoptive father, my first 4 babies were 1 doctor appointment away from not existing. They came as the result of an unplanned pregnancy, and my wife is also an adopted child. She was this close to not being here. And if my wife hadn't been born, either would our 2 natural-born children have been born. So my whole family exists because of those who love and defend and cherish the value of life in the womb. As an adoptive father, I couldn't be more grateful. And as an actor, I couldn't be more excited because Lifemark is another Kendrick Brothers movie. I got to make it together with them and act in it with Alex Kendrick. So this is the first movie we have done together since Fireproof. And if you loved War Room and if you loved Courageous and Overcomer, you've got to see Lifemark because it will make you laugh and cry. It's got humor and action. It's got something for the whole family.
All right, let's talk about your career for a second here. You've been focusing your career on faith-based films like this one. Why is that so important to you? And we're all wondering, have you turned down offers to act in more mainstream movies to kind of stick to your beliefs?
Some people, that's a great question. And some people think that I willingly walked away from Hollywood. Well, I'm still here. I still live here. And in fact, the boundaries of Hollywood have expanded to small towns all over the world. Now that we have iPhones and we have high technology equipment, we can make movies and we can create parallel industries and we can actually recreate the art of storytelling to reflect the values that we love and cherish. So for me, it comes down to pursuing the projects that resonate in my heart and in my mind. And as a Christian, as a father, and as an American patriot, I want to make movies that celebrate and reinforce the values that made this country the greatest nation in the history of the world. The strongest, the freest, the most blessed, and the most generous, sending the gospel out to more places on the planet than anyone else. And I want us to keep that for our kids and for our kids' kids. So that's why I make movies that are based and rooted in the faith that built America.
So what do you hope people will take away from this film?
Well, if you come see Lifemark, you'll see that this is a story about the agony of one young woman's choice for what's best for her and for her child. the joy of a young couple just starting out their family, and the journey of a young man who is on a search for where his life began. And I think you're going to come out with your heart enlarged 10 times for the value of life. And you're going to see adoption as this beautiful gift from God.
Well, I, for one, cannot wait to watch this movie. Kirk Cameron, actor and executive producer of Lifemark, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me on. God bless you.
Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.